Hi Yunguseng, this is the 14th season 6th lecture time. Hello, good evening. I hope you had a nice weekend. Today, the lesson topic is, as announced, it is the second cultural lecture. I've just sent the file, so please check your mail first. Before we start this lecture, you should take a look the YD group mail first to download the PPTX file that I just sent. Okay, good. The cultural lecture, it is not directly connected with your strengths, is it? It's not the lecture to give some techniques or skills. It is just, the cultural lecture. But I believe that it can make you get interested in this game more. So, yeah, it is the second time that we make it. Okay, so please open the file first. So we will check this legendary player style of play, aggressive one or point collector like this. Maybe we can get some advice from their style of play. I brought about 30 examples of their games. So yeah, there will be a lot of enjoyable stuff. It was so difficult to gathering these files. Okay, good. So please open it, but please do not check everything. Okay, legendary players. So the first question was, from what time we should check? Should we go to the Dosaku like 350 years ago and Shusaku like this? But it is so difficult to find some materials, kifus, to check their style of play. So I decided to start from 1960s, because 1960s is the period that the modern Go has been started. The Go Seigen made the Shin Fuseki, with Kitani. So he makes this Goban from the third line to the fourth line. And after that, many good players came. So from 1960s, the Japanese Go world become more interesting. And before that, it is not as interesting as this one. And not many titles before. So from 1960s, we can start from that part to check the legendary players' style of play. But before we check 1970s, we should check the Go Seigen first. From 1940s to 1960s, he was definitely the best player. So we will check his style of play first. So please check the first page that you can see the Go Seigen. He was born in 1914 and passed away at 2014. His nickname was Alive Kisei, but unfortunately he passed away. But still, his nickname is Kisei. It is so honorary nickname, is it? And his style of play is very intense style, good at fight, and trade. So let's check his game. This is the game that he played at 1946. Okay. Yeah, Black exchanged it once. Black was Go Seigen. Black played this one and then cut directly. This is the trade, is it? So when he has a chance to make this the trade, he really does it. When I was young, I studied his game for some months, and after that, I realized that it is still. After some 50 years, still it was very difficult to analyze his games because he changes a lot and he makes lots of core fights. Okay. So like this. Black played this one to separate and trade here. And the second game, it is the game that he played with Iwamoto Kaoru. Iwamoto Kaoru is familiar with Western Go players because he made the Go Center in Europe and America. Okay. In 1952 they played. Black played this Atari. Go Seigen was white. And after Atari you could just link, is it? Because if I connect, I can just be safe and black is still weak. But instead of this easy way, he chose this one, attach and cut. So after that, he made a ko threat, so he start the ko. Okay. Like this. He always start this kind of very difficult ko. Even after that, black played Atari and white didn't answer to make this ko. And it is not over. White captures, and after touch he makes this trade. So take outside become thicker, but it is still ko. So white uses the ko thread like this, and then after that white again play this ko. After capture, white uses ko thread, and then uses ko thread to give this corner. White gave this corner, but is this corner dead? It is not dead yet. White still can link to make the ko later. So later this ko came again, and in the end, white won this game by 1 point. So definitely it is impossible to count, evaluate everything from here about the ko fight, who's better. I don't think that he did it. He counted. But he had very nice sense to take the profit from this ko and trade. So, if he was the member of YD, then he must be the one that I cannot review this game, or very difficult to review, because it was so difficult to check his games, because the trade or exchange ko comes many times. This is the last one of the Go Seigen's game. Black pipped CR, and then white was Go Seigen, and white didn't answer here. White played this counter pip. Black cut, and then white cut. So this is trade. But for trading this kind of big group, you should be able to know that you got the better point. So it is quite difficult part, but he just did it many times. And here, when opponent tries to play the ko, he welcomes it. And even now, where would you play if you're white? Black captures now to make the complicated situation. Then, it looks white can just connect to kill this 5 stones on the bottom. Is it? That 5 stones looks already dead. But instead of this one, black can play this Atari to take that 3 stones. So he didn't like it. So instead of this connect, which is simplest move, he played this one to let his opponent play this more difficult ko. He tried to make the connection, and ko came again, and uses this ko threat. White didn't answer and capture. And this is not over. White attaches to keep bothering opponents. And then later, when white invade, when black cuts, white plays this tiger mouth to play this ko again. Like this. When I see his games, then it is like the fight of this ko and trade in all the game through. So it was very interesting to watch his game. So if you would like to become better at this ko fight or trade or just local fight, then it is good idea to watch Go Seigen's game. Fighting spirit. He never moved back, just fight and fight like this. Master of Ko. Only the nickname what I know, it was Alive Kisei. So he was, but unfortunately he passed away. So this is the game that I got from 1940s to 50s, and then 1960s in Japan. There are many the professional title matches started. And what was the most famous and the biggest one? Do you know this title? The name of the title? Honinbo. Honinbo is the oldest Go tournament. And Kisei came later. in 1970s. So Meijin, yes, Meijin was the biggest title. In Japan, Meijin is the word that the Japanese players gives to someone who is very good at some special skills. So everything, it can be everything. If you are good at dancing, then he is good dancing Meijin, like this. Or shogi Meijin, like this. So Meijin is only one, and all the professional players, they would like to become Meijin. So it means try to take the Meijin title. So someone who takes Meijin title, he was the best player. Unfortunately, Go Seigen couldn't take this Meijin title, and he couldn't get many titles because after 1960s, he couldn't show the good performance. After Go Seigen, the next guy came. The name is Sakata Eio. Sakata Eio, his nickname is Razor Blade. Razor Blade. Why? Because his move is sharp, like razor blade. He's very good at local fight and Tetsuji. You can see the next page. It is Sakata Eio. Sakata Eio is the only person who won against Go Seigen in the 10 game match. Jubango. The Go Seigen played lots of Jubango games, and he never lost that series. But in the end of this Jubango series, Sakata won. Once he lost the first Jubango, but the second one he won. In 1960s, Sakata takes the two big titles. One was Meijin and second was Honinbo. If someone who takes Meijin and Honinbo, then it is just, perfect situation, because that two are like two big mountains. To take that two titles, it means that you are already the best player. And he took that two titles at the same time. Okay. He is good at local fight, especially Tetsuji. Okay. Let's see his Tetsuji. It is the game that he played against Fujisawa Shuko in 1960s. Fujisawa played this one, which was very good move. That the lower side group is weak, so he tries to attack this group. This is very famous game. If I need to pick one game of Sakata Eio, then I would definitely pick this one. So as you can see, black gave lots of pressure from here. Is it? Knight move here and attach and force him to go back. If I comes back like this, then black can separate this area. So it is what exactly black wants. So if I goes out here, then there is aji that black can do something in this area. For example, actual game white play this one and still would like to go out here, but then black can push. And there is the cut. This cut is the move that what Sakata afraid. So instead of this one, if I moves it back, then black can still take the outside. And even this push is sent there, so black, why is this whole group is so weak? So here, you guess that where did he play as the next move? Yeah, it came. It is very famous Tetsuji, is it? The move what he played was this one. It is Tetsuji, is it? It is looking for cut. This A cut is working, so black should answer here. And if black answers, then white can exchange this and can move it. We can move out. Black pushes, and then white can connect. This AB is perfectly exchanged, so white's groups are all connected, and white even extend to this C. So that was his plan. Okay, so this one. That's why black had to play this one, and this the trade came. But this trade was very good for white, because white's this lower side group was weak, but even he takes this corner and save the group. Black takes this lower side, but this trade was good enough for white. Okay, so this one, that attach was the move. Let's see some more of his games. Here, this is the game that he played against Go Seigen. in 1962. White moves out here, and as you can see, black's group is weak. This A group is weak, and the group B on the top is also weak. So, what is your intuition? Where would you like to play in this very tough situation? The first idea what we can think is this one, is it? To push, to move out. But it is not very easy, because even if black goes out, this white's group, black's group on the top will be in danger. So instead of this one, he played very nice move. Oh, tail, you made it. He played this one. That 07 was the move what he played. So you are sharp, like Sakata. So you should show this in your game. Okay, after this one, if I play Atari, then what to do? Still, to go out here, it is not really a good idea. The reason why black played this was because of this one. Now, Fei Yang, your move, L9. If I goes out, then black can wedge here, block and cut. That is working. Black can kill A or B, that two or one stones, the ponnuki. So if white doesn't go out, then black can go out here. Now you see that black surround this white's area. This is way better situation. So that is what he aimed. Okay, so this one, black played. It was very nice move. And the third one, it is the game that he played against Takagawa Shukaku. He was the guy who take the Honinbo title for 9 years. 9 years straight. And this game, Sakata was black, and he was a bit behind against Rin Kaiho. Okay, that one, Klaus, it is coming. So, white played this knight move, and black is behind, and there is one weak group, this A, full weak group. It has only one eye at B. So, there could be a way for black to use this thinness to get some point. If black plays normal endgame, then it should be maybe this one, is it? Or maybe Hane and Link, this one, is it? This kind of move is the normal endgame. But black was behind with these simple moves. So instead of this one, Sakata played Tetsuji again. The Tetsuji what he played was this one, attach at S7. The reason why he played this one is because if I takes it, then he planned to play this one. Then A is the move that he is looking for attack this whole B group. Now black becomes stronger. So if I doesn't play for B, then black can play one more move to completely surround this group. Then it has only one eye inside. So if white answers for this white group, then can you see the next move? This is not very difficult to find it, is it? Yeah, S9. That move is working. Yeah, that was the move what black aimed. So after black attaches here, white couldn't take it. White had to play this one, and black takes lots of points in this area. Therefore, black got a chance to win this game. Like this, he was very sharp. He played very sharp moves to give a pressure or really kill the groups. So this style of play was very unique at the time. And with this style, he took lots of titles. In Japan, there is a list of the winning number of titles. Who is the place that takes the most number of titles, the professional titles? You guess. Cho Chikun, right. Cho Chikun takes about 74 times. So he is the first guy. And the second is this Sakata Eio. Sakata Eio takes 64 titles. But 64 titles, it is quite a lot, because Cho Chikun, when he played Go in his golden time, like 1980s, 90s, or 2000, at the time there were so many titles. But in 1960s, there were not many titles. But Sakata takes 64. It is the number 2. There are some other players who takes lots of titles, but still couldn't go over Sakata Eio. So 64 titles in 1960s to 70s, it is really a big number of titles. So he was definitely the best player. However, the guy who defeat this Sakata Eio came. So, who's the guy who defeat this Sakata? Because of this guy, Sakata couldn't take more titles. It is the next guy. So please check the PPT file. After Sakata, Rin Kaiho, he takes over all the Sakata's titles. You can see the picture that very young Rin Kaiho is smiling to Sakata Eio. Sakata Eio, it seems he lost the game because he's not smiling. Rin Kaiho, his nickname is Double Waist. Double Waist. What is the meaning of double waist? It means that he has two, double the waist. So Sakata's nickname was Razor Blade. So if he tried to hurt this Rin Kaiho, then it was impossible because he has double waist. So maybe he can, hurt once, but Rin Kaiho still stand on and won the game. Okay. Yeah, it means he should go to the gym. Yes, right. Okay. Rin Kaiho is the guy who defeat this Sakata Eio. So it is he plays in a totally different style of this Sakata. This is the game that he played against Sakata Eio in 1967. Sakata played this Q13 around the right side. You guess, you're Rin Kaiho, then where would you play? Yes, Rin is the pupil of Go Seigen, right. So, Go Seigen defeated by Sakata. It is difficult to say totally, Go Seigen got, defeated by Sakata, but Sakata was the only person who won the Juban Go against Go Seigen. And then the Rin Kaiho, Go Seigen brought him from China around when he was 10. So, and raise him, teach him, and then that guy become, like 25 years old, and he won against Sakata Eio. Yeah. Life is like that, is it? It took some time, but anyway, he revenged it. Okay, after this, if you're Rin Kaiho, or if you just play this game, then you would play P12. Wow, this one, yes, is it? That kind of move. If it was Go Seigen's game, maybe he would have played a move like this, or maybe Takemiya played like this. But Rin Kaiho, he played this one. This was his move. Very slow, is it? This is the meaning of double waist. It doesn't give any chance for Sakata to use his sharpness. Okay? Ignore. And then white cut here. Black played this one, white played Atari, and then the next move. Now become very thick. Is it? Black become very thick. So if it was my game, I would definitely play a move around here or here. And if it was the game that Yunguseng played and he plays elsewhere, then I would say, this is urgent move, so you should attack this white swan stone. Yeah, I would definitely say that. But Rin Kaiho didn't. He played this one. Okay, doesn't matter. You save there. I just make point and win the game. That was it. So he played in this way, in that slow way. But he was very good at evaluation and end game. So So he believes that if he makes this kind of very solid and thick game, then he can win against Sakata Eio. It's like blocking Sakata's best skill, that, using his sharpness. So Sakata couldn't win against him. He lost the Meijin title to Rin Kaiho, and also the Honinbo titles. So it's sad for Sakata, but because of this totally different style, he couldn't endure, and Rin become the best player. Okay, so his style of play is quite unique, is it? This is the game that Rin Kaiho play against Fujisawa Shuko. White's turn. If you're white, where would you play? Rin Kaiho was white. The next move, the Go Seigen is the teacher of Rin. And Go Seigen said that, it is bad move. The next Rin's move, he said it is bad move. He shouldn't play like that. Go Seigen said, it's to Rin. If it is your game, if it is my game, I would play around here. This is so tempting. Because I can put his step down to the right side and erase this right side area and even give a pressure to this black group. But actual game, he played this one. Diagonal move in the middle. I often say that you should play a point move, profitable move. I should say to Rin Kaiho, because he doesn't play any move for making points. This move wasn't. And then the Fujisawa played this one to get the point. So that's why Go Seigen said that he should have played this one to fight, or at least do something like this to gain points. But just here, let black play this one. This was his style. There is humor, that joke, that this Rin Kaiho, he doesn't go over the stone bridge. He just, check. The stone bridge is very, strong, is it? It won't break down. But still, he touches it and check whether it is okay to go across the bridge. And even after that, he doesn't. It means that he really careful about his shape, and he makes very, very solid shape. So that's why Sakata couldn't break his waist. It is the third game. This is the game that he played against Lee Chang-ho. Lee Chang-ho at 1991. There was the world title. It is called Dongyang Cup. The Korean company made it, and it was the final match. Black played this one. Black is Rin Kaiho, and then after that, white plays this one. White now came into this black's area to erase. Now black's turn. Where would you play? Where do you want to play? I really want to play some places, about 3. One option is to play this kind of move, to make the territory, is it? That is one option. Or maybe play this pincer to give a pressure. Or maybe knight move here to attack and erase left side like this. But Rin Kaiho played Alsen. So now you adapt it in this lecture, is it? You become like the Rin Kaiho to find the calm move. He played this one. That was the move that he played. Amazing, is it? Amazingly calm. You want to break my territory? Do it. I just make, territory and play the thick move. It was amazing that he endured. Don't try to attack, just collect points like this with very thick move. It was not even large knight move, just knight move. This kind of style, it looks very difficult to become a good player with this kind of style, but he took lots of title with this style of play. So, in Go, there are many ways to become stronger and play in a good way. After Rin Kaiho, who became the best player? People thought that Rin Kaiho will go over 10 or 20 years because he played in a very stable way. However, he couldn't. Ishida Yoshio came. Ishida, he became the Meijin and Honinbo. Okay, so he got that Honinbo Meijin 2 titles, but unfortunately he couldn't take his golden time long. His golden time was about 5 years. The time that he got the Honinbo titles 5 times in a row. His nickname is Computer. Computer. Because he's very good at evaluation and count. There is kind of rumor or joke that he evaluate the point after move 20. And when he makes the evaluation in the end game stage, he doesn't say that, okay, I'm leading 2 points, or I'm leading 10 points on the board like this. He said that, I'm leading 2 and 2/3 points, like this. Yes, Lee Chang-ho. So, okay, Rin Kaiho and this Ishida Yoshio, their style of play is very similar, is it? So, when they play each other, they play very slow games. Because, they are point collector. They like to have the thickness and profit. But Rin Kaiho, when he play against Ishida, he didn't play his game. He tried to do something to hurry. So that's why Ishida takes good chances, and therefore Ishida takes all Rin Kaiho's titles away from him. Okay, I didn't have any of Ishida's game because it is only end game that I can just focus. But I counted his winning percentage in 1971 to 1974. It was his golden time, 1971 to 74. At the time, his game result by resignation was 36 wins and 31 lose. So it means that, by resignation, he made about 50% of winning percentage. But game by point, like win by half point or 3.5 points or 2.5 points like this, in this kind of countable game, point game, he won 31 games and lost only 15 games, which is about 65 to 70%. He played his games in the big titles. So it means he played against strongest players, not the normal 5-dan, 7-dan players. So against them, to make the 65-70% of winning percentage was quite big, especially in point game. So he was very good at end game and evaluation. Therefore, he got the Meijin and Honinbo 2 titles. But as I said earlier, he took that title only for 5 years. And after that, he couldn't get good chance to get the titles. So it's a pity for him because he became this best player when he was 23, which was quite early. But before he gets 30 years old, he lost his best performance. So couldn't become the good player. Okay, after him, we should check this guy, Otake Hideo. Otake Hideo. His nickname is Aesthetics. What is the meaning of aesthetics? It's like a beauty of Go. His nickname was this beauty of Go. What is beauty of Go, you think? In what case we can say that it was beautiful? In Go. When you take all your opponent's turns, they kill the dragons. Shapes. Yes, shape. He makes lots of good shapes, and he said something that I won't play empty triangle, even if it is winning move. So he didn't play bad shape moves. He tried to make the good shapes all the time. So, the Japanese style of play, which focus on shapes and proper moves. This style of play, couldn't take the lead of this the World Championship in 1990s. It is because the Korean players and Chinese players, they played in a very practical way. Empty triangle or in a farmer set shape, doesn't matter. They just do it. They just did it. If it is working, they just, did it. Even though it is not a good shape, doesn't matter. They did it. But Otake, he stayed in the beauty part. And he thought the beauty of Go is in the efficiency of stone. Efficiency of stones. So if he plays a move in a very efficient way, he believes that is the beauty of Go. So his moves is very efficient. Let's check this game. It is the game that he played against Kudo Norio. He is white. He played this kind of moves pretty often. Pip here. Now, what to do? Black can just answer, is it? If black answers it, then it is well used. It is good, exchange, efficient move that white uses this one stone well. So black ignores it and covers. Then he leaves like that and invade. This A stone, it is not that. There is a way for white to use it. And he was very good at using this later on. Okay, black attached it, and then there was an exchange, and then white moves it. So the efficiency of move, the stones, is also the sacrificing skills. He was very good at using these sacrifice skills. So as you can see, now white plays this one to let black cut and capture to sacrifice the two stones but save the group on the bottom. Like this. Using one exchange, it seems he doesn't care about this, but later bring it out and save. There are some other examples that he played. It is the game he played against Kato Masao. White plays here, and then black covers. How to move this white one stone? Definitely white should save it. White should go either down or out. Tenuki, yes, Tenuki is possible, but before that, he pips here. If black connects, then he planned to go down, because after he went down here, he can play this one to make black's shape very ugly. It is very thin shape. So instead of this one, black plays this move. And now you see that this white one stone become much lighter, because in case black kills somehow like this, still white has a chance to take some point here. So because of this move possibility, this one stone A become much lighter. And then he didn't care about this one, invade. Black answers, and white should continue to bring it out, but still he didn't. He played elsewhere. Just put stones inside of opponent's area. It is like putting the seed inside of white's area, black's opponent's area, and later bring them out. White starts taking the corner. Okay, he took it, and then he starts saving the lower side group. Extend, jump. Now this white's pip was fully used because white now makes very good shape like this. And then jumps out. Black played Hane, and white doesn't care about this one stone anymore because it is fully used. So he brings this group out and then attach here. Black plays Atari, still white kept playing for this area to save everything. Like this. It saves this A invading stone, B invading stone, and C. Later he saved this too. So like that. He put stones inside of opponent's area and use it as probing move, asking move, and then later bring them out to save it. It was the way how you can use it, how he used his stones. This game as well. It is also the game he played against Kato Masao. Okay, black played this one, and it looks white should move out directly, is it? Because that white's group has no base. But instead of bring this group out, white invade here. So his opponent believes that, okay, he would like to erase that area, but doesn't want to save this group. Even he doesn't play for this one stone. But still, there was a way for white to bring it out. White plays this one, attach and cut. So he put this seed inside of black's area and use it. He couldn't save it. Black plays like this to capture these two stones. But he sacrificed the two stones, take this corner in center to play elsewhere. Okay? Like this. He fully used his stones. He never makes the stone as very inefficient or unimportant move. So he was very good at this, and with this style, he got 4 times of Meijin title. Okay, we checked now from 1960s to 1970s, but we missed one person who is also one legendary player, but I didn't check it yet because of this storyline. Who's the guy who we missed? His nickname is Monster. Yeah, Monster Shuko. Fujisawa Shuko is the next person that we should check. Yeah, Fujisawa Shuko, he is called Monster. Why is that? He was born in 1925. Sakata Eio is 1920. He was born in 1920. So his age is nearly same as Sakata's age. But after Sakata, Rin Kaiho is 1942, Ishida 1948, and Otake also 1940. Around that, about 20 years younger, strong players. Sakata Eio already lost his best performance, but Fujisawa, he came back. He took Meijin title once, and then later he got it back after the Kisei match made. The Meijin was the biggest title, but the Kisei title came at 1977, and there was more prize money than Meijin. So it changed it. The Kisei become the best title. Drinking is good for age. Yes, he was a heavy drunkard, and also he was addicted in the gambling. What gambling was it? Do you know? It was cycle. He really likes the gambling in cycles, so he lost all his money, and especially in the Kisei title, he got the challenger who was the Kato Masao. Kato Masao was 23 years old at the time, and he was losing the final series with 1-3. 1-3 means that if he lose any game in last 3 games, then he will lose the Kisei title. If he lose Kisei title, he got no titles. I said Sakata takes 64 titles in total, and Fujisawa is as strong as Sakata, is it? But how many titles he took it? Fujisawa Shuko. He took only 23 titles. It is very small number of titles compared with Sakata. And Sakata already took 64. But at this time, 1977, Fujisawa had not many titles, less than 10. But he takes this Kisei title for 6 years. That's the reason why he became one of the best players. Anyway, in that moment when he was behind 1-3, 1-3, he thought that he gonna lose this Kisei title, and there is kinda some story that he bought the very nice wood. Very nice wood. For what? To make the goban? He thought that he gonna kill himself after he lose his last game against Kato to lose the Kisei. He was thinking that, okay, I should, suicide myself. And he found good wood in order to use that for his, funeral. But he won that title. He won that title after winning 3 games in a row. And then he takes all his, debt away and got 6 titles in a row. Knife, wood. I mean, wood, why? Why buy wood? Because he would like to go inside of that wood after he died. Anyway, so, yes. But anyway, he won the title and won the Kisei title. Yeah, this is his game. What is his nickname is Monster. It is because he won the Kisei title at 1977, which was already over his age, like 50. Is it? So that is already very difficult, effort. And even he takes his last title at 1992 when he was 67 years old. So 6-7 years old, Go players take the title. That is amazing, is it? So his nickname is Shuko because he has very special power to win the game in the very difficult situation. His game is very, bright. When I see his style of play, I feel that this is really beauty of Go. The professional players said that he was best at move 50. Up to move 50, he was the best. So always says that, okay, if you don't know what to play before 50 moves, you should go to Sensei Fujisawa to ask it. Known for blunder too, yes. Yeah, this is Fujisawa's move. He was very good at using middle. Of course, Takemiya is good at using middle, but in a different way. It doesn't really make the territory in the middle, but uses it. Used to erase or make the territory, but not only focus. It is a bit different. He uses this large scale of game. He doesn't play a move like this, but play this one. Large scale game he played. White jumps, he pushes and then play knight move to increase the middle area like this. Okay. And here, this is the game that he played against Cho Chi-kun in the Kisei match. You guess, where should I play? There should be many options. No one knows the best move here. And Shuko, Fujisawa Shuko, he played at this middle. Here. He erases this middle area with this one. Black jumps and then answer. Yeah, as white. After black pincers, white plays this one and then jumps in. Okay. That was his idea. He uses this big scale of Go, and therefore we feel that Fujisawa plays in a very beautiful way. He had outstanding intuition, especially in this middle part, okay, like Takemiya. But his game is in fact very, I missed some moves. There should be moves like that to save it. Yeah. He plays in a very thick way. Many people believe that he does good at attack, but his power of attack came from his very thick style of play. So in this position, Shuko Fujisawa played this one. I played here. Black answers and then play this one. he plays these two moves in order to make this middle thicker. In case white doesn't play here but play something like this, then black can play one move in the middle. And this makes this black's A group stronger and makes this B group weaker. Okay? So this middle was the collide area that who takes first would take the thickness in the middle. So he makes this kind of thick shape, therefore he got a chance to attack opponent's group. So his power came from this thickness. Like this one. This is interesting problem. It is black's turn. Fujisawa was black. Where would you play if you were black? Don't try to guess Fujisawa's move, but just follow your first idea. O3, approach there. Yes, like this. But Fujisawa played at this one, M14. Tell, you got it. Once again. This was Fujisawa's intuition. He believes that this is an absolute move that he need to play. This is the thickness. Instead of playing somewhere else like this, black can play something like this to increase this area, but he felt that push is really painful. The reason why this push is painful is because that 3 stones doesn't have outside liberties. So white can keep playing like this, which gives lots of pressure. Or even if black plays Hane, white can cut directly to fight. So he really didn't like this kind of thin shape. So before his opponent plays ER, he played this one. So he uses this middle very well, and he attacks well because his shape was already very strong, and that strength came from this thick way of playing. So he was very good at this thick way of playing and attack. Okay, after Fujisawa lost his Kisei title, which was the one that he had for 6 years in a row, and he said that, okay, I don't need to win many games, just 4 games per year will be enough. It is because that 4 games were Kisei title match. And this title he lost against Cho Chi-kun. You can see in that PPT file that Fujisawa is speaking with Cho Chi-kun. Cho Chi-kun won this title, so he finally became the Meijin. Okay. Cho Chi-kun's nickname is Bump Expert. Expert in bump. Why is that? This is the game that Fujisawa and Cho Chi-kun played in Kisei match. It is white's turn. White is behind. White has many points in many areas like A, B, C, some, D, E, like this. But all together, less than 30. Excluding Komi. Including Komi, more than 30, but not very big. But black has this right side. If black makes the right side territory under the second line, including the second line, then this is already 10, 20, 30 points. And black has very nice thickness in the middle and the territory on the lower side. So Cho Chi-kun believes that it is not his good game. So you guess where white did play. White played this one. That move. He came into this black's nice thickness. What normally white can imagine is this one. But then black can make already more than 30 points in the right side. So he thought that it is hopeless game. So instead, he invaded here. After this game, Fujisawa said that this was a rude move. Rude move. I don't know what the rude move exists on Goban, especially in this pros match. But he said that it was too close to my thickness. That is what he said. It is a bit, interesting, But anyway, He said so. It means that this move made Fujisawa's feel uncomfortable. It means that this wise move succeed. His nickname is bomb expert. Bomb expert means that he is good at using bomb. He put his stones inside of black's opponents, this big area, and saves the group. Cho Chi-kun's special skill is breakthrough. He is very good at saving his groups, especially in the very difficult situation. So here, black covers, and then white plays this one to sacrifice that and break the right side. That is what he did. But still this group is weak. Black can play knight move and this white group is not perfectly okay. But he knew how to save this group and he saved it. Okay. Cho Chi-kun takes Kisei title and after some years he got the challenger, very strong challenger who is Takemiya. You can already see that who's Takemiya, is it? White was Takemiya and black is Cho Chi-kun. So, bomb expert. If you are a bomb expert, then where would you put the stone? I guess Takemiya really didn't like Cho Chi-kun because he put his stones really deep inside of his opponent's area and saved it. The move what he played was this Hane. He started from this weakness. And then Hane, Atari, and Attachiya. This is his specialty. Breakthrough. White plays here, and then connects, try to save, and then white even connects this one. You can see that Takemiya really want to kill this group. Is it? That is the only move to kill, and but it is really risky. Black can play this Atari and move out. Do you think that it is possible to kill? Maybe Takemiya believed that he can kill. But unfortunately, black moves out. Even black connects at this R5 and still can move out. You need to have confidence in your reading. Otherwise, you cannot play like this. In this game, I saw that the Cho Chi-kun is very good at reading already at this time, 1982. It is because he played this one. Okay, why play this move? Normally, black just capture. Is it? Just capture, then looks fine for black. This is not a good move. Because white can maybe use this as the core threat. Or to play Hane as black, white can block. So it is not really a big profit. Black can play this Hane at A anyway. But why did black play here? It is because he already knew that he can take these two stones. Already at this point. White played here and black cuts this one. Here and black plays Atari. If black connects, then white can throw in Atari to make the ko. Black cannot connect because it is self-Atari shape, damesmari. So black should play this Atari and it is ko. Ko must be good for white because it is connected with this big group's life and death. So instead of this one, black just played Atari to sacrifice that two stones and capture these two. And now you can see why black played this one instead of this one. Is it? If black's one stone is here, then white will extend here for sure and will make this as white's territory. Later, black plays Hane, then white cannot block because of this cut. If I need to go back, then black can go in to gain some points. If it was already captured, then this Hane, white can block. He was thinking about this tiny 2 points already at this point and play this one. So his reading was really accurate. Okay. And then this game, it is also the same series, the Kisei title match, 9th Kisei title match. It is white's turn. You guess black is still Takemiya. He made a large-scale game again. Why should he rage this black's area? Where would you play? In this 9th Kisei match series that Cho Chi-kun play against Takemiya, it is very interesting match. So if you can find kifus about this, then it would be nice. It is really interesting game. M10, nice try. Even deeper, the bamboo expert. So you should really put bamboos inside. Bamboo? No, bamb. Why play this one? Even that deep area you put. Black extend and then extend, push and then jumps out. And that jump is looking for A to make some eye space. So that's why black played here to defend it and white plays here to fly away. So he couldn't break the right side, but he doesn't need to. What he need to break is this middle. And white, fully succeed here. So he started from this area. It is difficult to imagine that white starts something in this black's very strong area. In this area too, black started from this hane in very deep area. And the third game. This is also the game that Cho Chikun played against Takemiya. Black is very big, is it? This time white played only here. Okay, but black couldn't cover. It is because maybe the game is not good for black with this counting. So black extend here, white goes in, jumps once and then jumps in. And then attach, jump like this. Now you see that white is trying to live inside. And there is a long sequence, so I made it in short. In the end, it happened like that. White made all his groups connected to the right side with Ko. White had many local core threats, so white had a chance to save this group. Later, it happened like this. Black jumps here and white captures. So black killed this corner, but white saved all this group and break this black's middle. So therefore, white won this game. So Cho Chi-kun is good at many parts. He is basically the point collector. He really likes the profit move, and is also good at the end game part as well. But especially this breaking through part, he was the expert. So Cho Chi-kun is really the legendary one. That he takes 74 titles in Japan. So, is I think one of the best players in 1980s to 2000. Okay. But Cho Chi-kun, he lost many titles because of his car accident. But anyway, after Cho Chi-kun, very strong new players came, who is very famous among Go players, because Go players using his opening pretty often. It is Kobayashi Koichi. Kobayashi Koichi, his nickname is Tokyo Metro because he plays a move under the second or third lines. He is definitely the point collector, good at evaluation and end game, and also good at winning the one game. Winning the one game, it sounds easy, but it is so difficult. You're leading the game and really win that game. It is quite difficult, but he was best at this part. This is Kobayashi's game. Kobayashi played against, who was it? Kato Masao. Kobayashi is white, and you guess, where did he play? He played in the place where you can easily guess, I suppose. The lower side black's area is very strong and big. So if it was Cho Chi-kun's game, I think he would have played a move around here. He put the bamboo inside. But instead of this one, he played this attach. Just attach here. Black extend and push, and then diagonal move. It means that he treats this game as his good game. Already he evaluates the point and believes that it is, okay, good game for me. So I don't need to invade to make the complicated situation. Just win the game by point. Black attached it here, and then after exchange, white shut the door with this second line. And he won the game. Okay. This is his style. What about this one? It is black's turn. Where would you play if it is your game? There are plenty places that you want to play, isn't it? Especially middle. I really want to play the move around middle. This area, is it? Here or O10, okay, N12, okay, I guess this somewhere around this area. Or maybe play on the lower side. That is good too. Okay? Black can make the solid territory on the bottom. But here, black played. Don't be surprised too much. You played here. C18. That move. White cannot block because black has this clamp. So white played this one and black goes in. This was his choice. Even in that big middle, he doesn't care. Because it is not the guaranteed point. He can increase this middle, but there's no guarantee that he can get that area, or entire area. So instead of this one, he played this one. It is so big. Even this A is working, the monkey jump. So compare with white's move. That white plays one more move like this. Then the difference is up to here. These all points that white got. 12 points, is it? 12 points, maybe not really big, but here, black doesn't have territory up to this line, but if black plays here, then black takes this as black's territory. It is 10 points. 10 points for black, 12 points for white. So 22 points. Instead of putting the stone in the middle, which is unknown point, definitely you can gain some points, but unknown, maybe 20, maybe 15, maybe 30. Then instead of this one, he played this guaranteed move. 22 points for sure. So he took it. Okay. With this kind of style, he takes lots of titles after Cho Chikun. There's one another example. This is Kobayashi's game. Kobayashi is black. He played against Miyamoto Yoshihisa. Okay. After here, black went down. Black takes this second line territory, pushes here, and then play elsewhere. White extend, and then there are many options, especially this move. Black can invade. Or black can invade here to split this one stone to make it weaker. But instead of this one, he invades to the corner, 3-3, and takes the point. So his opponent didn't like to give the point, so he cuts and takes it. But black pushes many times and then came back to the second line again. Of course, came to second line. White played for the left side. And after this exchange, middle move, answer, and here, white blocks. In this case, black played this one. H3. That is so slow move, is it? Just taking lower side with 2 space extension. If I were black, I would try playing around this area. This looks pretty big. But instead, he just extends. Because he thought that it is already game over. It's winning. So played this guaranteed point move and won the game. Okay. So he played in this kind of style. Once he take the lead, he never gave the chance to opponent. So with this style, he takes really a big title. Kisei title for 8 years in a row, and also Meijin title like 7 years in a row. So he was the one who takes many of these big titles in a row. Okay, after Kobayashi, okay, up to here it is 1980s, and 1990s the world becomes smaller because many of the World Championship started. Before that, Japan was definitely stronger than any other country, Korea or Japan, Korea or China. But Nie Wei-ping, do you know his name? Is the Chinese player that he won against many of Japanese players in the Japan-China Super match. So Chinese players, they got a lot of confidence, and In Chang-chi is the guy who made the In Cup. He sponsored the World Championship, and therefore they made the title, World title match, because he thought that Nie Wei-ping could win that title. However, Japanese players, they couldn't win, and also Nie Wei-ping couldn't win that In Cup title. Who won that In Cup title? Iron goalkeeper, yes. The In Cup title was taken by Korean player, who is Cho Hunhyun. He is the legendary player of this 1990s, up to 1990s part. Cho Hunhyun, his nickname is Speedy Bird. It is Swallow. Do you know Swallow? Swallow is the known that it is the name of bird. His nickname is Swallow, which is Speedy Bird. It is because he plays in a very speedy style, especially in the opening part. So let's see his style of play. This is the game he played at 1987. Black played pincer. He was black. And opponent played this pincer. Where would you play if you are black? If it is my game, I would definitely separate like this and fight. Okay, E9, that is one option too. But here, he played counter pincer like this. After touch, he attached it here to quickly turn his body to the corner and fight. Okay. This AB exchange is bad exchange for his fight. Is it? Because white becomes stronger. If there's no exchange, it'll be better for him. But he exchanged this one because he got points from A. Already got certain amount of points with A and start this difficult fight, but he was very good at fight to break through. Okay. Breakthrough was his best skills. It is very similar as Cho Chikun, but it is a bit different. He put his bomb inside of opponent's area in the desperate situation. He need to do, so he did it. But Cho Hunhyun, he makes this situation himself, instead taking points. Okay, I got points already, so attack me. If you cannot attack well, okay, I cannot win. But I'm good at saving my group. It was his style. Especially he played this kind of move pretty often. Black approaches here, white answered, and then where should black play? After white answers here. If it was my game, I would just play knight move to extend it. It looks okay, black can save it. But instead of this one, you guess. Just believe that you are Cho Hunhyun. Then where would you play? Yes, that was the move. He played here. He put himself in the difficult situation. I said, why cannot attach here to attack? But he is good at saving this group. And he already takes points with this A. That was his style. So here. pincer, okay, black should continue from this A, but he played pincer to give the good situation to opponent and handle it well. Okay. Nice style. Okay. Here, this is the game that he played against Cho Chi-kun. White jumps, and then black plays once attach and then extend. Then white pincer. Then white pincer, you mean the opponent side? I cannot understand. Before? I don't know. White pincer? Where? You mean this black's move? Like this? Because if you play just here, white can extend, so there's no chance for you to make it thinner. I don't know. I don't know why he played this one. I'm not Cho Hunhyun. But yeah, this makes some more chance for black to use it compared with this one. Okay. Yeah, but you see my point, is it? He played this kind of pincer to take point first and give the chance to opponent to make the better situation. Okay, attach once and then extend. White approaches ER and then black takes good points. And white pushes this one to increase this area. And now black played one hane, and normally black should connect, extend. But just one hane he exchange and play elsewhere. He plays this tenuki pretty often. Tenuki to take the point. The Kobayashi, he likes to take point and he took points under the second line. But it was his turn and he had no weakness. But Cho Hunhyun, he makes this weakness. But don't care about this and play big point move. An opponent can attack, but handles it well. That was his style. Like this one. It is the game that he played against Lee Chang-ho. Okay. White played pincer and then come into the corner. Okay, black takes corner already. Cho Hunhyun is black. And black flies away. White chase it and then what to do now? How should black handle that 3 stones? Normally black should handle these 3 stones. But instead of handling these 3 stones, black played elsewhere. Okay, attack me. That was his idea. And white got angry. Oh, okay, I should attack. I play this one. Then how to save this? His idea was, don't save. Okay, attack me, kill me, catch me if you can. So white covers, and then black plays this shoulder it to jump and jump to escape. That's it. He played in this very weird style, but his opening intuition was outstanding. That he takes the important place in advance before opponent, and when opponent attacks, then handle well like this. If this kind of style change it after some years, after 1990s, because he got the new challenger, who is his student, Lee Chang-ho. He realized that this kind of style is not working against Lee Chang-ho. So he changes his style of play and make lots of fight, not in the disadvantageous situation, but in the equal situation. So he got another nickname, but before that time, around 1990s, his nickname was the Speedy Bird. Very speedy, that's it. Instead of staying in one local, he just flies to somewhere else and save his group, like this. Okay, so this is the first part from 1960s to 1990s of the period, the style, the strong legendary players' style of play we checked. As you can see, there are 2 different types. Is it point collector or aggressive or thick way of playing? some people, instead of taking points, they play the thick move. The reason why they play thick move is not because they just want to be safe. It is because they want to collect their power in order to attack. Like Fujisawa, he played lots of thick moves because he would like to collect the power to attack. Or instead, like Cho Hunhyun or Kobayashi, attack or make an influence or get some potential. Instead of that, just making the profitable moves. So ahead by points. For that, you need to have good ability in evaluation and end game. So they had this good ability, therefore quickly take points, and when they win the game, they shut the door. Shut the door to just win that one game. So there's no best way to play, is it? You should adapt in your style of play. But in Yunguseng, there are some players who are very aggressive. Then I hope them to focus on making profitable moves like Kobayashi or Cho Hunhyun. And if someone who is playing in a very passive way, then I would like to ask them to play in a more aggressive way. And for that, you should collect some points, collect some power, and explode it after you have chance. Okay. Yeah, this is the second time that we made a cultural lecture. We checked about 9 players, is it? Go Seigen, Sakata Eio, Rin Kaiho, Ishida Yoshio, Otake Hideo, Fujisawa Shuko, Cho Chikun, Kobayashi, and Cho Hunhyun. Most of them are the Japanese players, but it is because 1960s to 90s was very, golden time of this Japan Go World. But I'm planning to make the second part, which is 1990s to now. So you know some players, is it? Lee Chang-ho or Kuri, Lee Sedol, and Iyama Yuta, something like this. I'm planning to make the second part, maybe not in this season, but next season. So yeah, it'll be nice if you are interested in this topic. My style, I really like the style. It doesn't come in this part. When I was young, I really like Sakata's style. Sakata. So using Tetsuji or playing very fascinating moves. But at some point I played in a very calm way, thick way, like the Rin Kaiho. But for now, I play in a... Do you know Choi Chul-han and Kim Ji-seok? These players I will check in the second part. I really like their style of playing. That powerful, good at local fight, and using the thickness or influence for attack. I play in this kind of style. I like to give the pressure to my opponent with my strengths. So I normally collect some power to use that. Yeah, tight moves. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this lecture. It was a bit longer than the 1 hour, but still, I hope you enjoyed and get more interested in this game of Go. Thank you, and see you tomorrow at the first group's last round. Bye bye.